quarterback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. Shot clock at 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Westbrook. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, Russell looking to shoot as soon as he's in attack mode.
Ball outside. Passes it to Okogie. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Ball to Phoenix.
Ball against Westbrook. Can't throw it down with one hand.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest estate. Nice job by Russell just not forcing anything on that play.
Westbrook against Paul. Has a nice chance here. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Westbrook against Paul. Snatched up. Zubats. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Zubats has got his second bucket. Westbrook against Paul. Outside Durant. Basket counts.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play. Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook passes to Zubats. And stolen by Ayton. The 3. And KD good for 3. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Well, with that high release and that length, when KD takes a 3, if you're the defender, you're pretty much just hoping he misses.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And the basket is good. He has 6.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Paul outside. 1:53 left in the first. They now take the lead.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Booker with no one around, and Ayton stays with it.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
And George kicks to Leonard for 3. Covington. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant with it. Now Covington defending. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
They need this. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Paul finds KD. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 now.
And Russell continues to play with that undeniable confidence. Gets into the close part, teeth of the defense that time.
Paul looking around. The pass to Booker from downtown. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
The 3 from George. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Phoenix. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team. And check out who's coming up.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's a Kogi in at the 3 spot. All up top, he's covered by Westbrook. Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Durant. Here's a Kogi. He's covered by Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A drive by Booker. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubats.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Driving to the basket. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 8 points for him.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Paul outside. Outside, KD. It's good from long range. Durant's got 13. Brent, it's been well documented. 3-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin. Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
There's the pick. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Booker. George.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for two future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Okogie, the pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Here's the three. And then Durant with the jam.
And that bucket by KD is why he is so lethal. Durant can straight up save possession.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Paul against Westbrook. And it's Paul penetrating. And here's Booker from the arc. A putback, and Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got the lead up to 9 now for Phoenix.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Russell Westbrook just out there and focused, trying to find ways in which he can help out his team to secure any win.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. It's George on the wing. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And sometimes it just feels like Leonard enjoys converting on the difficult shots. It feels like backbreakers to the opponents.
Booker looking around to the paint. Durant inside. Defended by Covington. KD's shot is off. Down low and stolen by Booker. There's the lob to the hoop.
Still the traditional play of Chris Paul as the point guard, that pass-first DNA. Amazing what he's done when you think back through his entire career.
On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. Leonard the pass to George. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Phoenix leading by 7. Booker outside. Durant with the screen on George. Here's Booker outside KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back. And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Batum. He's out there with Norman Powell. Huggley out there with Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 10.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Pass to Warren. To the right side. Ross on the wing. Passes it to Shamet. Here's Baisley. Defended by Batum. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Landale misses. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
That's just great vision from Gordon on that pick and roll. Saw the floor well.
And here is Shamet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
for your Clippers Breakers. Get loud for your Clippers Breakers. Let them hear it one more time.
Here's Highland. Over to the left wing. The wide open look for Plumlee. That doesn't go in either for Plumlee. Suns leading by 6. Shamet on the wing. Here's Baisley, and stolen by Gordon. There's the pass to Highland. And that one drops.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Phoenix calls timeout.
It's T-shirt time, fans. Who wants one? Come on, let's hear it.
And the Clippers won with a whole new group out there. Phoenix has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Outside Durant. On deep. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Durant's got 21 in the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Covington inside the line. It's hauled in by the Suns. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Durant kicks to Booker.
2 minutes
From deep. Hits the three-point bomb. And it's a 10-point Phoenix lead.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker. But, man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Westbrook dishes to George. A 3-ball. Drills it from outside. George has got 9.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Okogie, the pass to KD. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
They get Russell Westbrook.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Some solid defense from 8. Suns leading by 9. Booker finds KD beyond the arc. That shot off as the Clippers taking it the other way. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Leonard. To the inside, Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Westbrook against Paul. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Paul's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
George sets a screen for Leonard. Now George. And George with the stuff.
Now, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handles.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the three. Leonard with the steal. He feeds it to George. Stolen by Durant. And now the Suns, a fast break. And Paul puts up a deep three. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. George finds Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard, who just stays with it and is unshaken.
Phoenix calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's George. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
Out to the right wing. Okogie, the pass to Booker. Good on the triple.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside Westbrook. Over Paul. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Suns leading by 5. Paul outside. Down low. Leonard with the steal.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Paul outside. Outside Durant. To the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. Okogie, the pass to KD. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. Oh, through the foul. It almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
The guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the court.
Makes it, and the next one can tie it up. And he nails the third.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool custom.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bounce pass from Paul. Booker against George. And the wide open shot from Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. George looking over the floor. Outside Covington. On the wing, George. Outside Covington. And that one, good.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big-time shot.
Phoenix has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Westbrook against Paul. And the rejection by Zubats. It's deflected and stolen by Ayton. Here's KD. And he gets, and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. To now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constitutes. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation. Really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Takes it out to Covington. And it's off from three-point range. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Kogi, the pass to Booker. Ball outside. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Money!
How about that? Ayton stepping up and wanting the pressure.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Outside, George. Pass to Covington. Outside for George. Fires the three. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul outside. Pass to Durant. Back to Paul. Got it.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
So it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Townsend, Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Now here's Westbrook. Leonard finds Covington. And the jam by Covington.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Westbrook against Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards with the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Gobert with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Daniels. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Takes a 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Westbrook. George outside. Leonard outside. Back to George. Westbrook outside. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
They get it again. The kick out to Conley. Fires for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Conley passes to Towns. Over Covington. Covington grabs the board. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Leonard. He goes up again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards. The free throw drops from Zubac.
At the line for your Clippers.
And Zubac drops them both. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns.
Remaining in the first.
Gobert with it. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
George with it. He's picked up by Edwards. For 3, Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Second chance effort, and Zubac with the lay-in. Zubac has got 6 points.
And right away, he's gone to work on the boards, just fighting for every rebound.
Yeah, we call those winning plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. Those kinds of hustle plays, it'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank, because he usually makes a bunch of those.
The first one falls.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
The Clippers trail. Westbrook outside. Inside. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Conley against Westbrook. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Drives to the hoop. He got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition, times it perfectly, and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, up by 3. And back to the start.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers youth dance team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Well, I like how focused they've been on getting the opposition into foul trouble, as well as coming through at the free throw line.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
The kick out to Edwards. Takes it inside.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Towns. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Outside Edwards. Picked by Gobert. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Westbrook outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Here's Towns. Banked it in off the glass. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
And the jam by Covington.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
It's both from the stripe.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Conley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got 8.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. A minute 31 left in the second quarter. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Westbrook against Conley. Outside Edwards. Oh, that's offensive interference. Minnesota calls timeout. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Edwards. It's a one-on-one situation from downtown. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Edwards. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter. Pass to George. Outside Covington. 4-3. Drops in the 3.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
Here's Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That'll be a second foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's the Clippers on the break. Take it away.
Foul Clippers. Paul George. Second personal foul. Third.
7 seconds left to play in the half. With 1 on the clock.
Well, that long reach of Paul George has really bothered shooters.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start.
32.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Nicholas Batum out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Pass to Prince. Back to Noel. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Gordon.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
So he gets them both. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Anderson inside. 6 on the shot clock. Fires high post. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Highland. Batum left side. Out to Powell. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Reed. Count it.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now Batum. Here's Highland. It's deflected. Fast break, Minnesota. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind him.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Covington up top. Anderson covers. Pass to George. Back to Covington. George outside. The shot, no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Reed, covered by Covington. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Pass to Prince. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And a deep 3 from Leonard. Clippers keep it alive. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Lets it go from deep. Prince can't hit.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Edwards has got 9.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
On the front foot, attacking the defense, this is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. No good on the 3. Minnesota is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. The shot by Conley, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to George. It's Covington on the wing. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handling. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Outside McDaniels. Conley against Westbrook. Conley passes to Gobert. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Here's Conley. Shot clock at 3. And a miss there off the inbound. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with an impressive 16-point lead.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. So for Minnesota right now, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1. Pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball, covered by Covington. And the basket by Towns.
Well, you talk about guys that can score from all 3 levels. I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
Kept alive, Covington. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And you know what? For me, these don't show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Now here's Edwards. Pulls it from the top of the key, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
George passes to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Westbrook against Conley. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Westbrook outside. For 3, Covington. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Releases. Misses off the left iron. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Westbrook right side. Over McDaniels. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Conley on the attack. Pass to Towns. And he hits the jumper for 2. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Timberwolves.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
McDaniels finds Conley. Back to Daniels. Takes the 3. And they'll get another chance.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's George. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Mike Conley. Second.
That's good from George.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Outside McDaniels. Conley against Westbrook. The 3 is up. And that one's good from Conley. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
And the jam by George.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight. Flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends. Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. There's 42 seconds left to play in the 4th. Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. He tries for three. Minnesota with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. This one for three. Nails it from three.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
To the best kid in the hall.
paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we can see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Ball against Conley. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Ayton. Over to the wing for 3, a Kogi. That shot missing, so Minnesota will take it the other way. Conley finds Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
The drive by Paul. Pass to Okogie. Takes a 3. Booker, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And here is Paul. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Chalk up 2 there.
There aren't a lot of guys in this league who shoot mid-range, but Paul, he's one of them.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. The pass to McDaniels. He dishes it to Towns. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all. And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here's Booker. Passes to KD. Lock at 6. Pass to Okogie. This one for 3. The shot that time, not on target. And Minnesota now the other way. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 6. Booker in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. That's to Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul passes to Okogie. Paul outside. Goes up from the top of the key. Another one falls for Phoenix.
You just gotta appreciate Paul's shot selection. He knows exactly when he should fire.
Edwards looking it over. From past the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Paul finds Durant. And finished off by KD.
A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
46 seconds left to play here in the first. Paul with the steal. Durant with it. Working on McDaniels. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that'll tie this game up.
you know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Edwards driving inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Paul against Conley. And the pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Dishes it to KD. Can't get it to fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. The shot's good from Paul.
I love how creative Paul is in penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
All against Conley. The dish to Towns. Out left to the wing. Here's Gobert. 5 to shoot. Here's Conley. Goes back up. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Passes it to Booker. Back to Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Can we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3? 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished 1st in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
And Edwards drops them both. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash and Mari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those 2.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
All right, fans, let me hear you get loud for your Suns breaker dance crew.
Now off the inbound, and the dunk by Booker.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Now Conley. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's good for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Ball against Conley. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Out to Edwards. The inside shot uses the glass to drop it in. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. McDaniels passes to Towns. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Right, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
And the Suns call time.
Here they come, fans. It's your one and only Suns.
Suns trail by 8.
A big cheer for your Suns.
Booker with the screen for Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Paul. 1:44 left to play here in the half. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards passes to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert trying to get open. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. He hammers the alley-oop through.
Short find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Edwards against Booker. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Conley dishes to Towns. 6 to shoot. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's KD, and finished off by KD.
Durant too quick off the drive. Easy dunk for KD.
And the Timberwolves call timeout for Minnesota. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Conley surveying the D. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Suns trail by 4. For 3, a Kogi. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Conley kicks to Edwards. Takes it inside, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Ayton. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. It's a 3-point game. Outside for KD. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight with 1 on the clock, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. And Rudy.
26. The Timberwolves. 29. And let's hear it from the Jabberwocky.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And he showed just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. We've got Prince. Kyle Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. Landale pass to Shamet. Here's Baisley. Shot clock at 6. Oh, that's blocked. Warren against Anderson. Prince outside. Pass to Noel. Back to Prince. No good off the back of the rim. Suns trail by 3. Here's Shamet. It's hauled in by Noel.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Alexander Walker passes to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Prince. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Darius Baisley. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Suns haven't given up any points here in the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and there's the play by Anderson inside.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Shamet bangs home the trifecta.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Prince outside. Here's the pass to Reed. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to Anderson. Here's Baisley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Landale pass to Ross. For the tie. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Anderson makes it off the glass. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And the Suns call time here. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Some changes for Minnesota. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Booker finds KD. Paul outside. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Booker.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Paul outside. Here's a Kogi, and he goes in for the dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And when Gobert goes up, he gets up. Airtime to spare as he slams the putback home.
Booker is screen on Conley. Oh, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
Outside, KD. Into the lane. Doesn't go for him.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And with that shot, the Minnesota leaders cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Ayton.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Outside, Edwards. Outside, Towns. No good on that one.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one.
30. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's a Kogi in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. into the paint. Booker the pass to Okogie. Outside Durant. He kicks it to Paul. Shoots over McDaniel. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Minnesota calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. And that was your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Here's Booker. Floats one up. Up again. And Ayton stays with it.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And the Timberwolves call timing. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Conley against Paul. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. Driving the lane. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And Edwards drops them both. Suns trail by 7. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Ayton, Gobert with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Towns kicks to McDaniels. Back to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Here's Paul. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota now the other way.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
Phoenix calls timeout.
It's time to make some noise for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew. Make some noise once again for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Out to Edwards. 5 to shoot. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Sweet move. Here's Ayton. Durant in the corner. Looking to get back on track here. And good. That's a friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining.
Edwards passes to Towns. Puts it up. And again, it's Minnesota. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Assist from. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
First one falls for him.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Timberwolves leading by 11. Towns for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Pass to Booker from deep 3-point range. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 6 rebounds in the game. And the basket by Okogie.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Conley with it. Feeds it to Gobert. Minnesota again turning it over. There's a minute left to play here in the 4th. Right wing. Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is a throwback performance from Paul, now taking over in a big way right now.
The Timberwolves shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Towns finds Conley. They double team Conley. Out to Edwards. Pass to Conley. To the left wing. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Towns penetrating. Rebounded by DeAndre.
Try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week. And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. Shoots over KD. Towns with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Booker against Edwards. Okogie for 3. The shot, no good. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish. Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
Thank you,
and that'll wrap it up.
To the best kid alive.
hardest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
He hits the second from the line. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Booker. Shot clock at 5. Paul passes to Durant. Ayton. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Here's George. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Paul. Up top, Durant. Leonard defending. Durant, the pass to Ayton. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
The playmaking skills of Kevin Durant on display. Capable of whipping passes to open teammates.
Westbrook against Paul. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by the Suns. Now Paul, and stolen by Covington. Leonard on the wing. Westbrook outside. Durant against Covington. No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Booker, pass to Ayton. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Back to Covington. Pass to George. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Second violation. Phoenix ball.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Durant with a screen on Westbrook to the paint. Oh, George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Leonard for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
George passes to Westbrook. Back to George. Shoots over Booker. George, no good.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Right wing. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Booker from the inbound. Left side Durant. Pass to Okogie. Outside Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Connects from downtown.
It is unreal how consistent Kevin Durant is from range. He'll go to the arc any chance he gets.
Now here's Westbrook. George finds Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Love the finish through contact. Kawhi is even stronger than he looks.
Ball against Westbrook. Pass to Durant. Going inside, and Durant with the big finish.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Westbrook, the pass to George. And George with the jam.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Here's Paul. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Leonard outside. Pass to Covington. Ooh, Durant with a steal. And there's the lob. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Suns ahead, up 3. Stay with us now as we get set.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
Yeah, this is where Aiden's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Ball finds Durant. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by the Clippers. George outside. Paul against Westbrook. Shoots inside. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Durant. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Here's Leonard. Out to Covington to the right side. Zubac with a screen on Durant. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Paul against Westbrook. Back to Paul. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Westbrook with it, and it's Paul picking him up for 3. Covington. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Left side, Paul. The kick to Durant. Fires for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Fantastic decision making. Aiden electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Oh, he tries a 3. Westbrook with the miss. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish. And defense is now all about switching. Smitty, when you played, would you rather be switched onto a big inside or onto a smaller, quicker player on the perimeter?
Easy answer for me, B.A. I would definitely love to be switched on a little guy and use my size and strength. Obviously, they'll have the advantage with the quickness, but I do not want to get bruised up by those big guys.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Phoenix with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. On the wing, Durant launches it. Paul George pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. Probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Pass to Okogie. Outside Paul. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for Durant. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's George. Shot from the low post is good. George has got 8.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Outside Durant. Driving in. And Durant with the big finish.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Covington. Three-pointer. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Outside Booker. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by George. Outside Covington. 1 second left. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
18. Fans, get ready for the Jabberwocky.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
They've got Darius Baisley. Terrence Ross is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Here's Shamet. Outside Ross. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
And he makes both free throws.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Here's Highland, down low. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Out to the wing. Here's Baisley. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Here's Highland. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Here's Batum. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Shamet. It's Ross on the wing. Over to the wing. Here's Baisley. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
Landale, another shot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Suns lead by 8.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Out to Gordon. Pass to Highland. Now here's Powell. Here's Plumlee. It's blocked. Powell against Warren. Here's Landale. Baisley in the post. Here's Shamet. He buries it from 3. And now an 11-point Phoenix lead.
The coaching staff encourages Shamet to take these shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Out to Powell. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. Here's Baisley. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Out left to the wing. Here's Highland. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Ross with it. Checked by Gordon. Ross against Gordon. To the inside. Here's Baisley. And that one's in. Nice feed on the play. Baisley's got 7 points.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Gordon on the wing. Guarded by Ross. Yep, that one goes.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And here are the Suns. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to Warren. No good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Plumlee. Plumlee, a screen on Ross. Gordon, offensive board. Here's the second effort. It's tipped.
Clippers foul. Mason Plumlee. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
With that type of range and confidence, Landry Shamet's shooting is very important.
Here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Back to Paul. With 1 on the clock. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns liking their chances. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard of the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. Ayton passes to Booker, 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. The putback controls the rebound and the putback. And the Suns lead by 17.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. George passes to Zubac. George against Booker. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Here's Okogie. Westbrook with the rebound. Well, Los Angeles shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. George outside. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Westbrook against Paul. Outside Booker. Here he goes. And he he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
His ability to score on the move is part of what makes Booker so dangerous. He's just not a spot-up shooter. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
George for three. The Clippers rebound. Here's Covington. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
Tremendous activity from Covington, doing whatever he can to collect additional scoring opportunities.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Okogie, and stolen by Covington.
Suns foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. George is screen on Paul. George outside. Here's Westbrook. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And we also can't ignore how relentless they've been on defense, flustering the opponent and generating a lot of steals.
Here's Paul. Oh, Covington with a block.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
Westbrook gets the bucket. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Durant. Charity stripe shot. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Westbrook, the pass to George. From deep. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside Durant. The 3-ball. And no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. For 3, Covington. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's 1:12 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Suns.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for DeAndre Ayton.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
And here are the Clippers now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Booker with it. 6 to shoot. From deep 3-point range.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back.
To the best kid in the hall.
And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Westbrook, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Outside Leonard. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And here's Covington from the arc. That one doesn't drop. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now, here is George. Leonard sets a screen for George. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Gobert with the block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Outside Westbrook. Outside George. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Edwards inside. Defended by George. Towns down low. Covington's there. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clippers trail by 4. Westbrook scanning the floor. Outside for George. Back to Zubac. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Conley the pass to McDaniels. Out to Conley. Outside, Towns. 6 to shoot. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And I tell you what, nobody willing to put a stop to that slam.
Yeah, Greg, for the defense, that was a case of stand back, watch the show, buckle up.
He saw the defense playing soft and simply used his natural gifts to take advantage.
You know, basketball historians will remember the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
So here's Westbrook following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's George. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Michael Conley picks one up.
See, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many.
Oh!
Goodness. Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Clippers moving the ball around. And finished off by Leonard.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Edwards with it. 10 points for him. Outside Conley. Stolen by Zubac. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Clippers ahead.
Your
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. That's good, so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got his second basket.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
Outside, George. Back to Westbrook. The pass to Covington. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. It's rebounded by Towns.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, trying to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Leonard finds Covington, back to Leonard.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
The shot comes out. Towns with the defensive effort. Up top, Edwards, defended by George. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Outside for George. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Outside, Towns. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Westbrook against Towns. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. He dishes it to Leonard. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Back to Covington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Tremendous job by Robert Covington to get the defense committed and draw the contact. Nice.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota.
Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Fans, give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancers.
The first free throw is good.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
I love Robert Covington's story. Here's an undrafted player out of Tennessee State who's now made a very long, productive NBA career as a 3-and-D player and just one of the hardest workers in the league.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick was working that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great...
29, the Clippers, 32.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Reed. Torian Prince is out there with Anderson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Alexander Walker sinks the three-pointer.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Highland. Passes to Powell. From deep. Connects from three-point range. Powell's got the lead back up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Minnesota calls timeout.
Who wants a t-shirt out there? Let me hear you. for your Timberwolves Dancers.
The Timberwolves shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Pass to Noel. Pass to Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The pass to Reed. Ball's knocked loose. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Fans, your first Avenue Breaker.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
All right, everyone.
Here's Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Westbrook kicks to George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead. Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to LA, and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him.
Conley dishes to Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Mike Conley, probably one of the most respected players in the league, and I don't see this guy stopping anytime soon. He brings great effort every single night, plays with a team-minded selflessness, is a big shot maker. This guy has had such a solid, probably underrated career.
Here's Towns, and he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 6 points.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Outside, George. Back to Westbrook. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. And it's Paul George with the finish.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Edwards against George. Lets it go from deep. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Edwards.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Screen by Zubac. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Towns for 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And that one's good, George.
Well, Paul George will work hard to get to his spots offensively. Right now, they can count on him to put the ball in the basket.
Edwards kicks to Conley. Towns a screen on Westbrook. Here's Conley. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Edwards against George. It's stolen by Gobert. Covington with the steal. Got a piece of it. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Timberwolves call time.
You love them. Here they are, your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
And the Clippers have possession.
Give it up for your Timberwolves.
Leonard finds Covington. Back to Leonard. Kicks it out to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. And George, here we go.
Well, Paul George with the absolute tight handle, able to navigate through traffic. That's ridiculous.
Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. Conley surveying the D. Back to Towns. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Feeds to Covington. Just 3 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day?
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. So it's the Timberwolves now. 6-point game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Outside, George. Down low, here's Zubac. You can't get that one to fall. Gobert with the defensive effort. Conley with it. Now Covington defending. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You know, many consider this guy the best two-way player in the world. And you love that Kawhi Leonard's defense, he is the guy that finishes. That's appropriate.
Here's Edwards going inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
6 to shoot. Covington passes to Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Leonard sets a screen for Westbrook. Tries again. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Right side, Edwards. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Westbrook against Conley.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Towns a screen on Westbrook, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Edwards passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Unselfish play by Anthony Edwards' teammate. It's wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Outside Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Well, that's about strength from Paul George. You touch the paint, he will finish.
Edwards against George. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. You've committed way too many fouls. You've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
2 minutes.
Westbrook against Conley. George looking over the floor. Outside Leonard. Rebound Minnesota. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Conley kicks to Towns. The feed to Gobert. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Can't connect from short range. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Leonard. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Towns. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Here's George. He doesn't hit that one. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Here's Edwards. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there. It's the first. That will put them up by 2.
And a 2-time Finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard, exactly who this team wants at the line.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
Back to Conley. Inside. Stolen by Zubac. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
To the best kid in the hall.
this one. What's your outlook on the future of the big man as the league continues to evolve?
Well, they're not extinct. If you find one, you're going to use them, BA. So if that's your advantage, you got a big guy who can score down low or dominate from the paint in some way, then the coach is going to feed the big fella.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Good on the shot.
The legs of Conley, they work just fine getting out there on that break.
Now Paul. Pass to Ayton. Here's Okogie. There's the drive. Edwards pulls it in. Now here's Towns. Knocks down the triple.
Ah, the versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Paul. Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
But what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Durant with a screen on Conley from the arc. Paul shot is off.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Edwards. He takes it in. Second chance shot. And Gobert finishes inside.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Durant. Pass to Ayton. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Conley with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. Conley passes to Towns.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
Phoenix calls timeout.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Towns. At the line for 2. Phoenix timeout. Making their way onto the court are your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers. Give it up for your Timberwolves dancers.
And that one falls for Towns.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Paul against Conley. And stolen by Edwards. No good with a layup.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pass to Booker. Shot to stop the run. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Drives in that catch and shoot.
1:43 left in the opening quarter. Conley passes to McDaniels. And the Suns pushing it up now. Conley against Paul. Suns keep it alive. Back to Ayton. Paul finds Ayton. Here's Okogie. Outside Durant. Tries again. Pass to Okogie. The kick to Durant. From deep. Just 3 to shoot. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
Durant's got 5.
Why do KD threes look like layups? Man, it's unbelievable.
Conley against Paul. The kick out to Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing.
And Durant gets it to go.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Now here's Edwards. There's the three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Here's Paul. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards with it. Lets it fly. Can't nail the jumper.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And so it's the Minnesota.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Booker. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Paul against Conley. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his fourth assist in this one.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. McDaniels, that's good. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Up top, Paul. The kick to Durant. Nifty move. And Durant with the big finish.
Putting on a clinic tonight. Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Now here's Conley. Inside. And there's Towns on the assist by Conley. Towns has got 9 points.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Nice shot by Okogie.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Paul against Conley. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3.
Well, Ayton at 7'1" has a 7'5" wingspan, so those arms helping out.
Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And the Timberwolves call time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
With the crossover, and that one's good from Conley. He's got 7.
Now, this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
Paul against Conley. And Paul gets it to go. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
He buries it from three.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Here's Booker. And off the left side of the rim, and swirls in for him. Booker's gotten 4 this quarter.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Here's Paul. Ayton. And the tip in on the offensive boards.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Booker against Edwards. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
They throw good, Edwards.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Screen by Durant. Goes up on the wing. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Assisted.
Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Conley against Paul. He shoots. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 9 points.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
Conley against Paul. Durant for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Edwards can't hit.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Towns against Ayton. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw no good.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Carl Anthony Towns.
And the second free throw is good. Pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. For 3, Durant. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen. But it, okay, Ali, appreciate.
34. The Suns. 27.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Jalen Noel, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Gobert.
Suns foul. Josh Okogie. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Towns.
Fire inside of KD, wanting to be his best in every phase of the game, including the defensive end.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Now here's Paul. And Durant slams it home.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle.
Gobert, no good. The Suns trailing. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Carl Anthony Towns. First personal foul. First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Okogie. Pass to Aiden. And Aiden with the stuff.
Does it feel good as a big man like Aiden to throw it down? You bet it does.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Outside McDaniels. Conley passes to Towns. The kick out to Conley. Launches a three. The shot no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Timberwolves all time. Ready to move? Here are your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Here's Paul.
For your Timberwolves dancers.
Pass to Okogie. The kick to Durant. The putback. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Edwards. Gobert up top. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Edwards. Into the lane. The Suns clear it. And here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. That shot off the mark. McDaniels with some nice D.
Man, that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Free throw drops for Conley.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Not going to go that time. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
That's some nifty ball handling by Durant there, but also extremely effective.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Booker. The shot. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Paul. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Paul against Conley. And stolen by Durant. Paul against Conley for the lead. That doesn't go either for Durant. Minnesota in the lead. And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Timeout called for Minnesota. Fans, give a round of applause for your Timberwolves dancers.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. From deep, Conley. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance. So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Towns a screen on Booker. Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards has got 11 points. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Now here's Conley. 10 points for him. Back to Daniels. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Durant.
Over the top. Are you kidding me? Wow. Amazing. Man.
Well, long legs of Kevin Durant there galloping down the lane. I don't know how you catch up there.
Outside Edwards. Towns a screen on Booker. Edwards a pass to Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 12.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Here's Ayton. Off with the layup. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Pass to Booker. 4-3. Fires in the triple.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
And Minnesota calls time here. Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He just wanted his players to get a breather and to remind them, stick with the game plan. He wants them to stay patient and run their plays, even if they have to go deep into the shot clock. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. Okogie pulls down the board.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Booker runs the floor so well, a terrific sense of where to be in that kind of situation.
Conley against Paul. Here's Gobert. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Towns down low. Durant's there. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. And it's Paul off the drive. And it's in there. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Chris Paul reading the defense, gets on the inside and decides to just knock it down.
Pass to Conley. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Seemed extremely focused on that hoop the whole way. You could see it in his eyes. Was not going to be denied.
The kick to Durant. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
Edwards against Booker. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Booker with a screen on Conley. Here's Paul. No good there. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. McDaniels passes to Towns. Gobert with it. Back to Towns. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert passes to Towns. Misses from close range. The Suns leading. In transition, here come the Suns. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Still the traditional play of Chris Paul as the point guard, that pass-first DNA. Amazing what he's done when you think back through his entire career.
Pass to Towns. Conley against Paul. Back to Towns. The 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Gobert finds Edwards. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. Fires the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. They trail by 3.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Booker. Drives to the hoop. It's good. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach, so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw good from Booker.
That and one is huge, making this now a 2-possession game.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Conley passes to Edwards. From deep. And he can't get that one. Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. And it's really elevated the other guys. Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So it's Phoenix.